I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves first. So Javier, you're going third today. If you can just tell us, just give us a little bit of a who you are, where you're from, and what your prize is today, just so the anticipation's rolling for later.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Javier Sanchez, and I am the Leisure Sales Coordinator for the Westin Reserva Conchal in Costa Rica. And we are going to offer a prize of 2 complimentary nights at our beautiful hotel.
Super amazing. Thank you very much. We'll look forward to seeing you shortly. Layla, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Where are you today? You're in London?
I'm in London today, yes, but I am based in the UK. I am Trade Engagement Manager for Virgin Voyages. And yeah, this is exactly what I do, look after you guys and immerse you all in the world of Virgin Voyages.
Super amazing. Thank you, Layla. You've got a prize of £50 today onto the first mate.
Yeah.
Super amazing. Thank you very much. Listen carefully to Layla and Javier's presentations. I'm now going to let Andrea take the lead. Introduce yourself and then it's all yours.
Okay. Hello, I'm Andrea Hogg, and today I'm talking to you about Cambridge Beaches in Bermuda, and my prize is a £50 voucher as well. I am going to do a presentation which is very biased towards the UK, so apologies to people in Qatar and Montreal, Toronto and the Carolinas and everywhere else. But what I've tried to do is to show some more video content. It was done by myself with a very shaky hand, but I think it just gives you a better idea of what the resort's like. So I am now going to share my screen and hopefully it'll take you through the presentation.
Take you on a journey that spans 100 years. If you've never been to Bermuda, it really is a stunning destination, renowned for its pink sandy beaches, colourful houses and amazing golf courses and local festivals. With a direct flight time of less than 7 hours on British Airways from London Heathrow, it's a great mid-haul option to consider. Cambridge Beaches is a 45-minute transfer from the airport with a drive that takes you right across the island. Bermuda's climate is the reverse of the Caribbean, with low season being November through March and high season being April to October, with year-round average temperatures in the 70s and 80s. The story of Cambridge Beaches goes back to 1923, whereby our main house was a quaint bed and breakfast, offering the surrounding cottages a place to vacation. The cottage concept came from our original owner, Mr. Gray, where he wanted visitors to Bermuda to experience the destination as a Bermudian, however still enjoy the facilities of a luxury resort. The resort is situated on a peninsula, with all accommodations benefiting from amazing views of either Mangrove Bay or the Atlantic Ocean. Our new owners, Dovetail & Co., love the Cambridge story and have invested significantly in the property to ensure the story continues. Cambridge Beaches is perhaps one of the only fully serviced resorts on Bermuda. By that I mean it offers a wealth of activities and facilities for guests to enjoy on site. For those looking for an active holiday, we have tennis courts, pickleball, basketball, boccerball, table tennis and darts. For the less active, there is a croquet or a putting green. Our fitness centre can be found at our spa, and for those who enjoy being on the water, we have an on-site rental shop where guests can hire canoes, paddleboards, kayaks and motorboats, which will allow guests to explore all the private coves surrounding the property. You can also hire snorkeling and fishing gear. For guests wishing to explore the island, we have a moped, electric vehicle or cycle hire shop on property. The 2-seater electric vehicles are a fun and easy way to visit the Naval Dockyard or the island's capital, Hamilton. All our rooms have recently been refurbished. Waterview rooms are our leading category rooms, offering stunning views either west over Long Bay's breathtaking sunsets or east overlooking the morning sunrise over Mangrove Bay. These rooms sleep 3 people, and we also have connecting rooms available. The unique thing about all our rooms and cottages are that they are all different, with no 2 being the same. These beautiful furnished deluxe view rooms are scattered throughout the resort and all offer amazing views. These rooms sleep 4 people and offer a king-size bed and seating area. Guests can also enjoy the ocean breeze on either a private patio or balcony. Interconnecting rooms are also available. Step into our spacious 1-bedroom water view suite, restyled with bespoke furniture, floral prints, vibrant colours and contemporary art by Bermudian artists. A separate living room opens up to a private furnished patio or balcony, offering panoramic water views of Bermuda's coastline, Mangrove Bay, Atlantic Ocean, or are set back with sunset views over Long Bay. The suite's interior boasts a spacious bedroom with a king bed and separate living room with sofa and chairs. The suite sleep 4 people. Our private pool waterview cottages are unique in Bermuda and are perfect for honeymooners or couples looking for privacy. We only have a few of these cottages and you'll have to check to make sure we have them available. These accommodations sleep 3 people and offer a private oasis featuring a swim-up plunge pool on the patio, allowing your customers to gaze out at sunsets over the Atlantic Ocean or sunrises over Mangrove Bay. The patios offer an outdoor shower, table and chairs. These stylish standalone cottages offer spacious bedrooms with king-size bed and separate living room. Perched cliffside, these cottages are also in close proximity to the outdoor infinity pool, Pastels Pool Bar and Restaurant, Sunken Harbour Club and Shoreline. Cambridge Beaches also has a selection of 2- and 3-bedroom suites and cottages, which are perfect for families or larger groups. As our inventory is limited on these room types, they are on request. Enjoy daily breakfast in Shoreline, offering traditional and island favourites in a beautiful setting overlooking Mangrove Bay. Dine inside our elegant dining room or in our expansive terrace with panoramic water views. Pastels is poolside, which opens for lunch and dinner. Spend your afternoon or evening lounging in the sun with a glass of rosé and a sparkling view over Mangrove Bay. The Sunken Harbour Club is the Bermuda chapter of the New York Cocktail Bar and takes its form as a dockside tavern and tropical cocktail bar with a unique dining experience created by our head chef. Breezes is our seasonal alfresco dining option where you can enjoy lunch or dinner looking out over the ocean. Finally, what makes Cambridge Beaches special is our 4 private beaches. Morning Beach, you can step out from the pool deck and onto the beach to cool off in the serene waters of Mangrove Bay. It's a favourite spot for a spectacular sunrise. Peckham Beach has 2 stairways that lead down to this peaceful stretch of sand bordered by Mangrove Bay. Take a morning swim or simply enjoy a relaxing day lounging in the Bermudian sun. The longest beach is Long Bay Beach, which offers a perfect spot for lounging in the sand and is a spectacular vantage point to take in magical Bermudian sunsets. Turtle Cove is a private cove with soft white sand and calm waters to bathe in the refreshing waters of the Atlantic Ocean. This adult-only beach is also a popular location for private dining and intimate destination wedding ceremonies. In summary, Cambridge Beaches is a great option for both couples and families year-round.
Yeah, apologies for the actual video, but I just felt it was really useful to see the actual resort rather than me just show static images. So hopefully you could hear it because I know the sound wasn't great. Yeah, I thought it might not. I need to re-record it, but hopefully yeah, it's given you a good idea of what the resort's like. I do put all reels, fact sheets, images that you can use for your own social media activity on the My Hablo platform, and I'll send you details of that so that if you did want to promote the destination you can do. But yeah, and that's it in a nutshell.
Super amazing. Thank you, Andrea. I could hear it. I just turned my volume up onto max and it was absolutely fine. So I'm sure, yeah, we can send out maybe with subtitles or something.
I can send the link. I can send the link to the video. So.
Yeah, perfect. No problem at all. Andrea, thank you. If you've got any questions for Andrea, pop them into the Q&A. Andrea, thank you. We'll talk to you in a little while. Layla, you're taking us on a virgin voyage.
On a virtual virgin voyage. Perfect. Hopefully you can see that.
All good?
Amazing. So we've got lots going on in the world of Virgin Voyages at the moment. There is so much to talk about, so much to talk to your sailors about. If you're not on board with Virgin Voyages just yet, definitely make sure that you are signed up as a first mate or with the team at Voyage Store, and we can get you started with selling. Kicking things off, we are the world's #1 cruise line, and we have more 5-star reviews on TripAdvisor than any other cruise line. So there's definitely lots to shout about when it comes to our awards, our accolades. We actually have over 200 awards from our critics and our sailors. So that is going into things like food, the product itself, entertainment, value for money. So we definitely encourage you to shout about this on your socials when you're talking to your customers. Make sure that you are dropping this and you're letting customers know, and also encouraging them to go through to the likes of TripAdvisor. I know we all want to see what other people are saying about the product, especially when we're going on holiday. So if they're heading on to TripAdvisor, they can see what our lovely sailors are saying about us. We have a 95% satisfaction score and a near 50% rebook rate on board. So it really is all about getting that Virgin Voyages customer on for the first time. They'll have a fantastic time and they will sail with us time and time again. So just making sure that you're getting that right customer on the product. And then it's all about working smarter, not harder. We are adults only, 18 plus, so no kids on board any of our product. With that, we are able to do things a little bit differently. So we have later stays imports, overnights imports, we have hammocks on the balcony, we have our entertainment and our menus have all been created with adults in mind. And also it's taken away that mum and dad guilt when they go on holiday and they're not seeing kids running around or families. You know, it's a like-minded experience for the whole family. We have a lot of couples on board, those solo travelers. Multi-generational families is a massive one for us here at Virgin Voyages. So those that might have sailed with their children when they were younger, either on alternative cruise lines or other holidays, now they're looking for that adult experience for the full family. That is when they're coming to Virgin Voyages and experiencing what we have to offer. We have 3 lady ships sailing currently. So we have Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady and Resilient Lady. And then Brilliant Lady will be joining us this September, which is very, very exciting. Great thing for you guys is that they are all pretty much identical. So you don't need to learn what's on one, what's on another. They're all built exactly the same. They're boutique size, medium, 2,770 sailors, 110,000 gross tons. You've got 16 decks on each of our ships. So you've got all the choice of the larger ships without the crowds and feelings of mass. And that's playing into us not having things like set dining times, main dining halls. It's a really sailor-led experience on board. So clients are doing things at their own pace and you never have that bottlenecking feeling like you do with some alternative cruise lines. And there has been a couple of additions with our ship. So Scarlet Lady recently went into dry dock. With that, she had some new Seriously suites inputted. She has got VIP cabanas on the balcony now on deck 16. She has our new restaurant, Lucky Lotus, which I was lucky enough to experience last week and is absolutely amazing. And then we also have Brilliant Lady joining us this year in September. She is slightly different. She has some new additions. Again, she has a new restaurant, Roja. She is slightly slimmer as she goes through the Panama Canal, which means there are 2 hammocks on the balconies now, which is very, very nice. But in terms of actual build of all of our ships, they are the same. The locations, the spaces are all built exactly the same. So it takes that hard work out of it for you guys in choosing ships. Your customers can choose based on destination and know they are coming back to the fabulous product that we have. In terms of our destinations, so this is a worldwide webinar, so we have over 150 destinations now, and we actually launched a couple of years ago, so it's incredible that we have so much to offer our sailors with only 3 ships, 4, very soon, but over 150 destinations, and we have sailings that range from 4 to 16 nights now. So feedback from our sailors last year was that we wanted longer itineraries, so that is exactly what we have done. We have expanded those itineraries and we have more to offer sailors. We have our our home port of Miami, of course. We sail from Terminal V. It is pride of place at the top of Port Miami. It is the perfect way to start sailors' experience on board Virgin Voyages. And we are sailing our Caribbean routes. So we have our short 4-5-nighters, but then we do have those longer itineraries now for the Caribbean, which is really good for those based here in the UK or further afield, obviously making it more worthwhile for your sailors to go over to the US and do a slightly longer itinerary. Or of course, they can do those shorter ones and then multi-center. They might want to do a pre or post day in Miami, or they can go to New York and then fly down. The team at Voyage Store can help you with all of that packaging. We then also have our Southern Caribbean itineraries sailing from San Juan, and they are, again, slightly longer. So you're looking 10+ nights for those itineraries, and they are brand new. So we have lots more on offer in terms of Southern Caribbean and Caribbean itineraries for 25-26. We then have our brand new North America routes. So when Brilliant Lady launches this year, she will be kicking things off in New York. With that, she has an inaugural sailing in New York. She also has another one in Miami. She has one in LA, and then she finishes off with an inaugural sailing in Seattle. Again, longer itineraries here. You've got from 4 to 16 nights, those slightly longer ones that are going through the Panama Canal, of course, some shorter ones out of LA. So there really is lots on offer depending on what your customers are wanting from their experience on board, whether they're wanting to make the most of the ship, the destinations, whether they're wanting to multi-center. The power really is in your hands when it comes to promoting this and seeing what your customers are wanting from a Virgin Voyages experience. Remember, then we are also sailing Alaska in summer 2026. Brand new destination for us, as with all of our new Brilliant Lady offering. But this is really exciting. We're very excited to see what is done with Brilliant Lady out of Alaska. Of course, we are used to our hot destinations. So with Brilliant Lady, we've also launched some new entertainment. So Scarlet Night will be changing slightly due to obviously the weather conditions. We'll be bringing that out inside and revamping it. There is lots more shows on offer. You've got that brand new restaurant. So Brilliant Lady is going to be very excited, especially in Alaska. You then have summers in the Med and Europe. So we sail from Portsmouth here in the UK, and they are 6+ night sailings. Previously, they were 3+. However, again, based on customer feedback, sailors want longer durations out of Portsmouth. So that is exactly what we have offered. We then also sail from Barcelona, and we sail from Athens. They are 7-night+ itineraries, and there is a real mix. So you've got a lovely Starry Nights in Greece and Croatia itinerary. That's a 10-nighter. I was lucky enough to just sail on Barcelona to Rome and more, which is a 7-night itinerary. You still have your classic Greek island Glow, which was probably our most popular sailing last year, which does those Greek islands. But for us here in the UK, of course, it is our bread and butter. So getting people over to the Med on those short haul flights, very easy. And again, the team at Voyage Store can package these all up for you. They can, of course, do things with a pre or post stay if you're wanting to extend your stay in Athens, for example, or again, doing a multi-center so you can experience multiple destinations. And then finally, we have our transatlantic and repositioning voyages. So with the ships being seasonal in the likes of the Med, they do switch around quite a bit, which means we are able to offer our transatlantic and our repositioning voyages, which is incredible for those sailors that are wanting to experience the ship and what the ship has to offer for longer. There are multiple throughout this year and next year, so definitely take a look on those on our brand brochure. You can find all of our assets on there, every single one of our itineraries up until the beginning of 2027 now. But these are perfect if customers are wanting to make the most of the ship and just dot in a few ports. Whereas our other itineraries, some of those can be quite port heavy. So again, just depending on what customers are wanting from their experience on board, you can really tailor make that with our sailings this year and beyond. We then do have our signature sailings. So these are the sailings that have that little bit extra on board. So the likes of our Comedy Fest voyage that is sailing this year, we'll have Jack Whitehall on there. We have our celebration voyages, that is, we have Mel B from Spice Girls on there doing a DJ set. We've got our Halloween voyages, our holiday voyages, the ones that are over Christmas and New Year. These are all having some extra bits on board, extra entertainment, extra dining experiences, whatever it might be. This is something to really focus on your socials. get them out there. We've got lots of useful assets on our Canto page on firstmates.com, so you can really tailor make that post and push these voyages with something really exciting. We then also have our Eat and Drink Festival. So this is one of my favourites. It's a month-long festival and it's across all of our ladyships. And throughout that month, we will enhance our menus. There will be lots going on within the galley, which is our food court style eatery. There's lots going on throughout there to really focus on different eats and drinks. So we find that that's also really popular for our sailors and definitely, again, something to push on socials. But as you can see there, there's lots of those one-off sailings. We also do have our Marvellous Voyages as well, which are one-off bucket list itineraries. These are perfect to get on socials and package those up or sell it as a cruise only. Our all-in voyage pricing, so this is something I shout about a lot if anyone has been on my webinars. Really key to go into detail with your customers about the all-in voyage pricing. The value for money is incredible with Virgin Voyages, and as with a lot of things, we do things a little bit differently in that when you book your voyage fare, you get all of this included as standard. As with alternative cruise lines, you usually pay your voyage fare, you add all your additional extras on top. So we're switching that up a bit, which means customers know exactly what they're getting. You're not having to, sell them the product and then let them know afterwards, well, actually, you're going to have to add your specialty dining on. You're going to have to pay $20+ a day for Wi-Fi. We've got rid of all that and made it super simple for you guys to get that message across to your sailors. So what do we include in the voyage fare? We include all of our tips and gratuities. So our crew are amazing. They really cannot do enough for our sailors. They're all about delivering that rockstar service, and it's service with personality. They're not just there to put dinner down and leave. They are all about building those meaningful connections with sailors. And it's coming from a genuine place because they're not waiting for a tip at the end of the meal or at the end of the voyage. So it really does make a difference. We include all of our dining. So on board all of our ladyships, we've got over 20 eateries, 6 of those are specialty dining restaurants. They are all operated like restaurants on land. They have their own galley, they have their own service staff, all made fresh to order, and there are no surcharges for any of those either, which makes such a difference on board. Entertainment, award-winning entertainment, never before seen entertainment, especially on land. So really exciting. All of that is included. You've got additional extras such as dinner and shows. You have shows such as the Misbehaved Game Show. That's real audience participation. We've got our classic dual reality, which some of you may have seen, which is our modern take on Romeo and Juliet. But there really is something for everybody when it comes to our entertainment, and it's definitely not forced fun. So sailors can have that sailor-led experience and choose based on what suits them. Wi-Fi, massive when it comes to cruising. As we know, it is incredibly expensive, usually $20+ a day. So it's fantastic that we are able to include that in our voyage fare. And that is across the full duration of your voyage, and there's no restrictions. So sailors can stay connected, they can stay on their emails, they can join webinars if they want to, whatever it might be, they can stay connected with our ship Wi-Fi. We then include our group fitness classes. Everything from your standard spin classes to your 90s boy band workout is on us. You book that within the app, either you can add it to your love list, pre-travel, or you can book it whilst you're on board or just turn up if there's a space. But all of those fitness classes are included on us. Finally, we have your essential drinks. So that's still sparkling water, tea, drip coffee, non-pressed juices, and all of your soft drinks. So your Coke, Diet Coke, Fanta, all branded, is included on us all of the time. That's not just with meal times, that's not just in certain spaces, that's across the full ship. So clients are restricted in any way at all when it comes to essential drinks. So again, just encouraging you guys, when you are promoting it to your sailors, when you're posting it on socials, just make sure you are listing this as we do when we are promoting it out. We'll make sure customers are aware as that all of this is included in that voyage fare. And then earning potential, there is fantastic earning potential here for you guys. So you have 16% on the voyage fare and 10% on most pre-voyage sales. So the pre-voyage sales are things like bar tab, any shore things that customers choose to do. You're earning 10% commission on any of those as well. And that is irregardless if the customer comes to you and books it at the time of booking, if they go through to Sailor Services, if they add it on the app, irregardless of how they're making that additional extra, you're still getting that 10% commission, which is fantastic. If you are booking through the team at Voyage Store, they have recently announced that they have a sweet 16% commission on the full package. So you will be receiving 16% commission on the flight, hotel, and the cruise as well. So fabulous earning potential. in commission levels. And we also, of course, have our First Mate Loop scheme, which I'll come on to in a second. But firstly, tools to grow your business. So if you are looking to join any of our additional webinars, you're looking for our brand brochure, you're looking to access our social media groups or our marketing materials, you can find that all either by scanning the QR code, or you can go through to firstmates.com. On that marketing material section, you can find all the images that have been in this presentation, for example, everything that we post on our socials, all of our videos. We create TikToks and Reels for you, those Instagram posts. It has all been created for you so you can literally download and share it onto your socials. Again, working smarter, not harder, to make sure that you guys have what you need. So definitely take a look into there. It also has things like T's and C's. You have your sample menus, bar menus. You can find all of that on the marketing materials section of firstmates.com. Our weekly 6-box flyers. So if you're a member of the Bridge, our social group, you will see those every Wednesday. So a brand new one was posted today, which is that one on the left-hand side. But this is created by the team at Voyage Store, and it is package prices of the week. So again, something that you can just download, pop on your socials, add a couple of images into this, whatever it might be, or you can take one of these voyages and really focus on it and push to your sailors. We have some fantastic offers. We've got some really good campaigns on at the moment. So you've got free balcony upgrades and up to $300 in onboard credit on selected sailings. As you can see, that Greek Island Glow, so that was our most popular sailing last year. You can see that package cost there. So that's a sea terrace cabin. So that's a balcony cabin. You've got 7 nights on board Resilient Lady, and then you also have return flights from the UK for $1,549 per person. So in a balcony cabin, that is incredible value. Of course, you've got that always included luxury in there as well. So if you are looking to make any of these reservations, you can go through to the team at Voyage Store. Their contact details are on the post that I made earlier on the Bridge. It has all the information about your deposit levels, flight information, all of that good stuff on there too. So check that out. If you're wanting to find more information about First Mate Loot, you're wanting to log any bookings, you can scan this QR code on here, or of course go onto the website. We have a fantastic offer this month, so we've got double rewards. We've extended this actually into June, which is really nice. So it's £10 on any 2025 European voyage, and 26 Brilliant Lady Long Caribbean, and then £5 for any other sailing. So you just need to make sure that you are registering using the Virgin Voyages reference number. So if you are using a third party or you're going through to the team at Voyage Store, make sure you are grabbing the Virgin Voyages reference to log on First Mate Loot. That just ensures that we have that smooth process, we can get it accepted for you, and you can get that cash straight to you as soon as possible. And then finally, if you are not on our Facebook group, The Bridge, you can scan that QR code, or you can go on to The Bridge UK on Facebook. We are very active on our socials. We post offers every Monday and Wednesday. We do giveaways, any campaign updates, any incentives, ship visits, fam trips. All of that is posted on The Bridge. So I would encourage you to make sure you're signed up there. If you are signing up, make sure you answer the questions and I can let you in. Make sure you're commenting and liking on the post just so you're staying engaged, and we will post all of our updates on there. And that is it from me. Let me stop sharing.
Amazing, Layla. Thank you very much. That was a very quick but very informative little tour. So we do have a few questions. We'll get round to them towards the end. So any more questions for Layla, please let us know in the Q&A section. Javier, are you available?
Yes, I am right here.
Here he is. So we've been waiting a long time for you to take us to Costa Rica. So we're all ready. Are you?
Yes, I am. Welcome everybody to our beautiful country of Costa Rica. It is a beautiful morning in here, and I wanted to show you a short video of our property, and then I will explain a few facts of our beautiful hotel, the Westin Reserva Conchal. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Do you see it?
Yep, all good.
Okay, I'm going to play the video now. I'm going to stop sharing the video and go direct to the presentation. Do you see my presentation now on your screen?
Oh, good.
Perfect. So that was a short video of our property. Our property is located in Playa Conchal in the North Pacific of Costa Rica. It is kind of hard to find a white sanded beach in the North Pacific, Costa Rica, but we have one of the very few that we have here. The Westin Reserva Conchal is located perfectly between Flamingo Beach and Tamarindo Beach. Flamingo has a beautiful marina where all the sea tours departure, like the Sunset Catamaran tour and the fishing tours. And Tamarindo is a well-known surfing spot in Costa Rica, so there is a very nice place to visit for the souvenir shops, the restaurants, and the nightlife. However, the hotel is located inside a bigger complex that is called Reserva Conchal. It's about 2,000 acres, and certain percent of this property is actually protected. That means that we have our own natural reserve taking care of our environment right next to the hotel. This provides the real Costa Rican experience by being immersed in nature and taking the opportunity to see different species of animals like howler monkeys, deers, iguanas, and different types of birds, while enjoying all the comfort from the Westin brand. Let's see if it's not moving. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop sharing because it is not moving forward. Here, a few facts of the hotel is that we have 406 rooms, including 18 suites. This is an all-inclusive beach front resort, and the Playa Conchal beach is swimmable all year long. As I was mentioning, it's a crystal clear water and white sanded. At the hotel, we have 7 restaurants and 7 bars, and we have an adults only and a family club. The adults only is called the Westin Club, and it is pretty much like having a mini hotel inside the hotel, as they have access to an exclusive adults only pool. We have the room section totally separated from the rest of the hotel, and they have also an exclusive restaurant for brunch. We also have the kids club and the kids program. Interesting fact about our kids club is that it's a non-electronical device kids club. This means that the kids are supposed to play and use their imagination. They have to be creative. We have plenty of activities planned for them, and they are not allowed to use video games, cell phones, or tablets, right? The idea is for them to be active and to learn something. It is located in a protected private biological reserve. As I was mentioning as well, you have the opportunity to see the real Costa Rican wildlife while staying with us in a very secluded and natural environment. This is just 20 minutes from Tamarindo Surf Village, and we are conveniently located 60 minutes away from the Liberia International Airport. This is very important. As soon as you land into Liberia International Airport, 1 hour and 15 minutes later, you are taking the sunlight in our beautiful Conchal Beach. Also, a very important fact is that we have our own golf course. This is an extra service that we have available. It's 18 hole, is PGA certified. So if you have clients that are willing to travel and play golf during their stay in Costa Rica, this is the place to stay. And of course, we have the Heavenly Spa on site. If you have any questions, I invite you to ask me in the Q&A section, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Super, thank you very much, Javier. We do have a few questions, and I think we've got a few also for Layla in here, so I'm going to get straight onto these. So Mary Francis has asked for Layla, for Virgin Voyages, do I need a new sign-up if I move to a different host agency?
No,
So
not to worry, Mary. We can get you transferred over. So if you drop an email into UK sales team at virginvoyages.com, the team will be able to switch things over for you.
Awesome, thank you very much. Paul has asked, hi Layla, how many devices can be logged onto the Wi-Fi per person? Good question, Paula.
So it is one device at a time. However, you can switch it. So say if you've got an iPad that you're taking with you and you want to switch it over, you can very easily switch it very quickly. So it's one per person at any one time.
Super, thank you very much. Loving the Wi-Fi as well. That's a really good selling point. So thank you for that. Linda, did you say the specialty dining is included in the Virgin Voyage fare, Layla?
Yes, that's right, Linda. So all of our specialty dining, so we've got over 20 eateries on board, all are included in the voyage fare. There are no surcharges for any of our restaurants on board. That also comes into things like snacks, your ice cream, usually you're paying a little bit extra for those, but with Virgin Voyages, that's all included.
Super amazing. Thank you very much. Susan's asked, I'm curious about the test that was done with a drink package. Is this something that might become the norm, or are we sticking with a bar tab?
Who knows for future, but we are sticking with the bar tab at the moment. The bar tab isn't always on, which customers can purchase. So they can purchase that from anything from $200 to $1,000, and they get that bar tab bonus on us. So they've always got
Awesome. Thank you, Layla. Javier, Mary's asked, Westin for Reserve Conchal, do you provide transportation to the airport?
We have a preferred partner that is also offering this transportation service to different destinations. But yes, we have the transportation available for extra cost.
Perfect. And do you advise clients to rent a car?
Well, that is up to the preference of the client. If there are different type of clients, right? There are people that would like to stay inside the resort the whole time, or there is other guests that are more adventurous and they want to know the surroundings. So if they are up to get to know a little bit of the surroundings of the hotel and a little bit of Costa Rica in general, then renting a car is recommendable.
Super, thank you very much. Arlene's asked, how far from the airport?
Well, it's a drive about an hour and 15 minutes from Liberia Airport. Remember that in Costa Rica, we have two international airports. Liberia Airport is located in Guanacaste. The main airport, if you want to say it that way, is in San Jose, the capital city, but we are located in the North Pacific coast of Costa Rica. So if you are going to stay with us, it's very convenient to fly into Liberia. From San Jose, the main airport is about 5 hours.
Okay, super. Thank you. Linda loves your video, Javier. Can she have it for social media, please?
Yes, we have social media, just the Westin Reserva Conchal on Facebook and Instagram. I can share the pages in the chat in a few minutes.
And can you share the video?
The video, yes, I can share the video as well.
Super, thank you very much. Javier, will you do a follow-up? So if I give you everybody's email address, would you be able to send out just sort of a summary? Your contact details will be sent by me anyway, and just maybe the video and any useful info?
Yeah, of course. I will be glad to do that.
Super, thank you. Javier, Paul has asked, what is the maximum age for what is considered to be a child?
Well, that's a very good question. In fact, at the Westin Reserva Conchal, kids between 0 and 5 years old do not have a cost, right? Remember, this is an all-inclusive hotel. So kids from 0 to 5 years old do not have extra cost. Kids from 6 to 12 has a certain specific price. That's a price specifically for kids between 6 and 12. Then we have a different price for teenagers between 13 and 17 years old. And after 18 years old, you're considered an adult in Costa Rica. So you also have a different price for extra person, right?
Perfect. And are you able to drink at 18 in Costa Rica? Are the laws more fluid than the US, for example?
You're considered entirely an adult in Costa Rica after 18 years old, so you're able to drink alcohol.
Super amazing. Thank you very much for that. What are the ages for the kids club? This is from Matthew for Javier.
Well, super important question. The kids club is available between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. for kids between 4 years old and 12 years old.
Okay, super. Sash has asked what's the BDM information. Don't worry, I will send that out for you. I will copy you in so you'll have everybody's contact details. And what are considered groups for the wedding deals? How many rooms?
Well, at least 10. Then the reservation is considered a group, 10 rooms. And
perfect. Thank you very much. Millie, hello. She said, hi, I'm an apprentice and wondered what the best time of year to travel to Costa Rica is.
All year long, definitely. There is no bad time to visit Costa Rica. However, let me explain for you a little interesting thing about our Costa Rican weather. We call summer and winter, but it is in fact only like wet and dry, right? So in here we have 6 months without a single drop of rain between December and May, right? Is the sun is shining in the sky all day long, right? And then in May, we start like gradually getting some shower rains, a little bit, maybe half hour, 45 minutes in the afternoon. And as we advance into the year, then it rains more regularly. It rains a little bit more during the months of September and October. And then after October, November, it stops gradually also raining until December. That's how it works.
Super amazing. That's really helpful. Millie, I hope you enjoyed that part of it. For Costa Rica, Alary's asking, is the Westin part of the Marriott Bonvoy program?
Oh, yes, definitely. If you have clients or yourself is part of our Marriott Bonvoy program, you're going to be VIP, you're going to have all the benefits, and we're going to take, as we do with all of our clients, good care of you.
Super, thank you. And Mary's asking, what is the off-peak season?
Well, definitely this part of the year between May and August, September is the off-peak season.
Super, thank you very much. I've seen a couple of questions coming in. Oh, hang on, Tabitha's just said, is there a hurricane season there, Javier?
Well, we are out of this kind of hurricane belt in the Caribbean because we are located in the North Pacific coast of Costa Rica. So we normally do not get these troubles.
Okay, super. And Johan, I've just seen in chat, is golf included or do you offer preferred rates?
Well, we have preferred rates if you are staying with us at the hotel because as I was explaining during the presentation, the hotel is located inside a bigger complex called Reserva Conchal. So they are actually the owners of the golf course. So it's considered like an external service, but it's very convenient to have it just right next door. But yeah, there is an extra cost to play golf.
Super, thank you very much. Do you know roughly what the price is? Is it like
it's about $170 for the 18 holes.
Okay, which is good for, is it a championship course?
Yeah, it's a championship course. It's PGA certified. And it was designed for a very famous golf course designer called Alexander Trent Jones.
Perfect. So yeah, 175 for any golfers would find that very, very affordable. So yeah. Super. Thank you very much. Just checking one more. Linda's just asked one more question. Do you give Bonvoy points if booked through a tour operator?
Well, the Bonvoy points, if you book through a tour operator, they will get the points, but for every dollar they spend after, right? Not for the stay. The rules for the Bonvoy program establish that only direct reservations will get points for the stay. Now, if you are part of the Bonvoy program and you book through a tour operator, you're not going to get points for your stay, but you're going to earn points for every dollar you spend afterwards.
Okay, super. Thank you.
Mhm.
Makes sense. Karen, thank you. She just said fantastic questions, great webinar. Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. It's through all the questions that we're asked that hopefully we can learn more. So we have now a little part of the day that I love where I test everybody and see who's been listening. So if everybody can go to chat, make sure that your drop down says everyone. As a reminder today, we're going to ask some questions based on what you've heard today. We operate on every single person that's been on the webinar live today gets a prize draw point. If you are the fastest finger, you get 10 points. And then I put everybody into a magic spin to win. So those that have answered fastest with the correct answer will get more of a chance of winning. And then we'll let you all know. I'll do it tomorrow before we do the webinar tomorrow. So first of all, Andrea, she's had to leave us because she was in a car on the M1. So I told her to depart, and I will ask her question for her. So Andrea, the first lady that was presenting today, her question is, how many private beaches do Cambridge beaches have? Yes, look at that. So the first person was Paula. Of course, you are correct. It is 4 private beaches. So thank you, Paula. You have your 10 points. Just writing that down. Layla.
So my question is, which of our ladyships will be sailing Alaska in summer 2026? Oh, people are really hot on it today, aren't they? I didn't even finish the question.
That's brilliant. Okay, so Tammy said it's Brilliant Lady.
That is correct.
Perfect. Tammy, just pop in your name down. Super. And Javier.
Okay, I have a question. I don't know if it's a difficult one. How many rooms we have at the Westin Reserva Conchal? Perfect.
I don't think that was too hard. Hang on, it's gone crazy. Let me go back up to the top. So Melanie D'Souza said it's 406.
Exactly correct.
Super amazing, Melanie. You have your points. So a big massive thank you today for Andrea, Javier and Layla for the super amazing presentations. I will get all the contact details over to you and a copy of the recording. Let them know if you've got any further questions. And remember, these guys are trade friendly, wanting to work with you. So please send them your love and your support by doing some bookings. A big thank you to the team, and we will see you all. Well, we've got a webinar tomorrow. If you're free, pop in and join us, but we'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.